proud of all of our employees and want to publicly thank them for their dedication and hard work. We have 9 directors who are members just like you. The group is truly watching out for the interests of the cooperative. It's a privilege to me to work with such a member-focused board. Since we last met, we've experienced some challenging events like February heat freeze that resulted in massive outages in Texas and sent energy prices skyrocketing to record levels. These record prices directly impacted our natural gas members. During events such as this rough year, Rock Energy is committed to working with members who need assistance.
Was I doing okay without? Rock Energy is committed to working with members who need assistance. Utilizing various programs like our Rock Cooperative Care Program, we've been able to assist thousands of members. Financially, I'm happy to report our cooperative is in excellent shape. I want to quickly share a couple of other numbers with you. In 2021, Rock returned over $1.1 million back to the membership with the retirement of capital credits. With last year's retirement, the total return on Rock Energy members is now over $22 million. The returning capital credits, community involvement, and this annual meeting are just a few reasons why the cooperative business model has been so successful. Once again, thank you for coming out tonight. We truly value you as a member of the cooperative. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. At this time, we'd like our board members to please stand. Thank you. And we do have a quorum tonight. And we have 24, you needed 18. So we call this meeting to order. Official notice of the annual meeting. Is there any objection to waiving the reading of the notice of meeting and proof of mailing? If no objection is raised, the reading's been waived by unanimous consent. Is there any objection to approving the minutes of the 2020 annual meeting? If no objection is raised, the minutes will stand as approved as printed in the September edition of the Co-op magazine. Yep. The minutes of the 2020 annual meeting are printed on page 18 of the Co-op magazine. They need to be corrected to add approval of the 2019 minutes. I got a little ahead of myself. At the end of the third paragraph. If there is any objection to approving the 2020 minutes as corrected, seeing none, the 2020 minutes stand approved as corrected. Thank you. For the treasurer's report, I'd refer you to the financial report found in the September magazine that was placed on your seat. Chairman's report. I did.
Thanks, Clark. Good evening and welcome. We appreciate you coming out tonight to participate in the business of the co-op. Not only is this our 85th annual meeting, it's 85 degrees out, and I think both are pretty impressive. Over the years, we have had the mission that is stated for our annual meeting this year. It's committed to our members, committed to our community. Everyone knows the saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Well, here we are, a year and a half later, still dealing with COVID. And like last year, we have streamlined this year's annual meeting to try to keep everybody safe. First of all, I'd like to thank all of our employees for their daily commitment to provide great service for our members. And a big thanks goes to our highly engaged, member-focused board of directors. They truly strive to do what is best for the co-op. Like this meeting, my comments too will be streamlined. As the chairman mentioned, the co-op is financially very, very strong. We're able to keep our rates competitive while achieving solid equity levels. We have strong financials that allow us to commit the necessary resources to maintain the system while accommodating the new member growth that we've seen in the last year. The deep freeze we experienced this past February was truly incredible. From a natural gas standpoint, not in a good way. In February, when pipelines froze and power plants shut down in the South, the pain was experienced way beyond Texas. Over a 4-day period, we, Rock Energy, saw a 340% price increase on natural gas. Nearly every utility that purchased natural gas in the Midwest and in the South experienced increases like this, some even much more. Way beyond our territory, the February weather event exposed vulnerabilities with the nation's delivery of natural gas and to the electric grid. It is critical this vulnerability be dealt with sooner than later. Over the past 90 years, other than perhaps the energy crisis that we saw in the late 70s, the energy business has been a boring yet reliable sector of the economy. But now change is the operative word. We know that the source of power generation is changing rapidly, and like everyone else, we're seeing significant price increases on goods and services while experiencing extraordinary long delivery times on items that we've never seen before. As I mentioned, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And while we're experiencing massive changes in our business, our commitment to our members is unchanged. As we've done for the past 85 years, the entire organization is here to do what's best for the members. Before I wrap up, I want to thank retiring director Darrel for his leadership and friendship. Darrel and Patsy have been a wonderful part of the co-op for 30 years. Well, you'll both be missed, and we wish you the best. Thanks again for joining us tonight, and please get home safe. Thank you.
Our attorney, Niles Berman, will conduct the election and review of proposed bylaw modification.
Good evening. Guess I need to pull this down just a little bit. I always need to pull my stand. So I'm going to present several items of business for you. As you heard, this is the part of the meeting where the election of directors and action on proposed bylaw amendments are both taken care of. But the first item of business related to that is the candidates were produced by a nominating committee. The nominating committee prepares a set of minutes for each of their meetings each year. Those draft minutes are published on page 18 of the co-op magazine. I think there's also an insert in the report that includes those minutes. It's been your practice over the years for the membership at the annual meeting, the membership as a whole, to review and approve those minutes. So at this point, is there any objection to waiving the reading of those minutes and approving them, the nominating committee minutes, and approving them as they've been printed in the co-op magazine? Is there any objection? Seeing none, those minutes will stand approved as they were printed. Thank you very much for that. The next step in the election process is to formally vote for the nominees for director. You amended the bylaws several years ago to allow for a streamlined process in races that aren't contested. Last year we had 2 uncontested races, but we had one race where there were 2 candidates, and So you had to cast written ballots in that third election. This year, I'm happy to report, in the interest of time, we have only one nominee in each of the 3 districts. So we fall within the provisions of the bylaws that allow this to be done by voice vote or acclamation. So let me ask at this time if you are in favor of electing all 3 of the candidates, and I neglected to ask the candidates to stand up so you can see who you're being asked to elect. So District 1, Barb Miller. Barb, if you'll stand. District 3, Teresa Huber, and Bill Fisher in District 5. So those are the candidates. Thank you. It's also been the practice only to invite the candidates to speak in the contested races. So we're not going to open the mic to our candidates this evening, and they all understand that. So now I will ask in District 1, all those in favor of electing Barb Miller to a new 3-year term, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed, please say no. That carries unanimously. In District 3, all in favor of electing Teresa Huber for a 3-year term to the District 3 seat on the board, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed, please say no. That carries, and Teresa is elected to succeed Darrel in District 3. And finally, in District 5, all in favor of electing Bill Fisher as re-electing Bill to that seat on the board for the next 3 years, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed, no. That carries, and Bill is re-elected, and all 3 of the directors have been elected unanimously. Thank you for that. I hear a little bit of applause. I think that's appropriate. By the way, let me pile on. Let me add to Shane's comments about Darrel. I've had the pleasure of working with Darrel here and at WCA's events in Madison for a number of years, and it's been a delight. He's had the interests of the members completely at heart. That's what's driven him and sustained him in serving these 30 years on the board. So, Darrel, thank you, congratulations, and every success for whatever challenge you tackle after this. The next item of business, the last one that I will talk to you about, relates to a proposed bylaw amendment. It's published on the back cover of the magazine, and it's quite simple. It would provide more flexibility in scheduling these annual meetings. The last 2 years have been a challenge. Of course, we've all had greater challenges than the date of the annual meeting, but this is something that's a legal requirement for co-ops to conduct annual meetings of the membership, and compliance with all legal requirements is something that's very important to the co-op, the board management. And as a consequence, the board is recommending that rather than requiring the annual meeting to be held within the first 6 months of the year, that be extended through the end of the year. Hopefully we'll be able to return to the more normal schedule of conducting the meeting in the spring. It won't be quite as warm out, but we'll deal with that. So that's the bylaw amendment that's proposed this year. Are there any questions about that? Any questions about that? If not, let me ask for a motion to approve the bylaw amendment as printed in the notice of this meeting. Do I have a motion? I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. So it's been moved and seconded to approve that simple amendment to the bylaws. I'll ask one more time if there are any questions or if there are any comments about this. Anybody have any comments about this? If not, we'll call for a vote. All in favor of approving the amendment as printed, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, no. And that carried unanimously also. Thank you for your attention and for your interest in the co-op and turning out this evening. Thanks.
Okay, any unfinished business? I don't believe we have any. And we're going to move on to new business. And our new business tonight is to have Darrel and Patsy please come up and join us up here. Darrel has over 30 years on the board. He was chairman when I came onto the board not quite 6 years ago. And I believe he was vice chair before that. And he's just been a real... Darrel Weber, Rock Energy Cooperative Board of Directors, District 3. Thank you for 30 years of dedication and service, 1991 to 2021. Thank you much, Darrel.
All right, the 30 years went really, really fast, I'll tell you that right now. And I have learned so much, not only in Rock County, but across the nation. I've been put at every place that the co-op is, and I learned new people in that. And I would like to say one thing. I have been very happy since the board elected Shane Larson too. And my wife, she puts up with me every day, so that's that. And thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. You're going to be missed. Okay. Moving on, we have the door prize drawing. And in honor of the co-op's 85th annual meeting, the winner will receive an $85 credit on their Rock Energy bill. The first winning number is 678046. Better look at mine. There we have a winner.
046 is the last three?
678046.
Yep, that's mine.
Okay. Oh, great. The second number is 678054. Mine's 053.
I don't have the account number.
054.
This-
You're the only two that wrong.
They'd like me to-
One more time.
Okay.
678054. Okay. 678079. official drawer will draw again. Bring the whole official bowl. Working awful hard to give away $85 here. Okay, here we go. 678-052. Okay. Wonderful. Well, congratulations to you both. At this point, I'd be willing to entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. I have a motion. I have a second. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you so much for coming.